Hi, good afternoon. My name is Becky Upton and I'm the president of Pistoia Alliance. We're delighted to be able to make it virtually to the Allotrope Connect meeting. For those of you who don't know, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Pistoia Alliance. We're a global not-for-profit members association, and we have got 17 of the top 20 pharma as members. And we have a legal framework that allows people to collaborate and work together on projects. And Christian will tell you a little bit more about those later. And it really is our mission to make sure that we're lowering the barriers to innovation. We work on projects that are helpful and useful to our members and essentially have common solutions to common problems. We're a member-led club, and that allows those members to work together without those additional legal agreements. We've got over 200 members, and they're made up of pharma, vendors, patient representative groups, not-for-profit organisations, and academics, the real ecosystem of the life sciences industry. We've got 17 out of the top 20 pharma as members. And during all of our projects and community work that we've done, we've created over 30 peer-reviewed publications. We've got 30 active projects and communities, and thousands of people have been engaged in those projects and communities over the time that we've been going. Moreover, we've won 3 Bio-IT awards for the project works that we've been doing with our membership. Christian's just going to talk to you now, very briefly, about our strategic priorities.
Thanks, Becky. I'm Christian Baber, so I lead the portfolio and operations at the Pistoia Alliance, and that really involves projects, communities, and the activities associated with that. A couple of years ago now, we decided to focus our new efforts on these 4 strategic priorities. We do work outside of these as well as they come up. As Becky mentioned, we're member-led, so if our members come up with a good idea and there's enough of them that want to support it, we go ahead and do almost anything. But really, we're focused on these 4 areas, and particularly this kind of data-based approach, where we're trying to organize, manage, and govern data, which is really a pre-competitive area for people to work in. While the data itself is competitive, how it's organized, how it's shared, and how it's governed really isn't. We have other areas, and a lot of these are down to how data is applied or learning best practices in other areas. Have for quite a long time now been working in the space of AI and machine learning and have both projects and an expert community in that area. More recently, we've been expanding from our origins on the discovery side more into the development areas and have looked at the application of data in the clinic, in the real world, and are really focused on how can we accelerate that use of real world evidence and real world data. We also, though, view sustainability as an important thing, and this is not just the carbon footprint type of sustainability, although we do that. It is also the development of people, so bringing junior people up with a data-first, data-led approach and training them in the use of these new technologies so that we can get most value from data and so that people can collaborate well. Next slide, please, Becky. We try to, as the Americans say, drink our own Kool-Aid, in that we try to ensure that within our projects we're aligned and collaborate. We also try to align with other organizations, such as you guys, to ensure that any of the ontologies or semantic resources that we create work well and are interoperable with everything else. And so within our own portfolio, we have a number of ontology projects and some other vocabulary type projects. And these are coordinated by our in-house ontologist. And we have regular coordination meetings with all of the project managers to ensure that everything works together. Within the Alliance, we really view our IDMP ontology, which describes the products of the pharmaceutical industry, as the core, the backbone to this semantic network, as we call it. But we also have a project called Pharma General Ontology, which is where a large number of different pharma companies are getting together to agree on what are the appropriate resources across the industry to use in which circumstances. There, we're trying to stop divergence around too many standards or too many ontologies. And of course, we're trying to make sure that within the Alliance, we follow those guidelines as well. So we're trying to collaborate both internally, externally, as well as encouraging collaboration from our members. And that's why it's so good to come and speak to you guys today. Becky.
Thanks, Christian. Indeed, we believe that Allotrope and Pistoia Alliance have many shared goals. Allotrope's foundation's goal is to improve lab data findability, access, integrity, interoperability, and reusability. And of course, Pistoia Alliance run a fair for pharma community. The vision of Allotrope is to create an intelligent analytical lab where data from multiple domains are shared seamlessly across hardware and software solutions. We believe that our strategic priorities in some, not all of our projects, align to the goals of Allotrope Foundation, and we have worked successfully together on the Methods Hub project, which was essentially a cloud-based tool that allowed for the secure and instant transfer of analytical methods and results data in this vendor-neutral format. Really successful project. If you want to see more about that, you can see that on our website, or of course, ask any of your Allotrope contacts. So over the next few months, Pistoia Alliance and Allotrope will actively work together to ensure that our work is complementary and that there are opportunities because both organizations create ontologies that users need to be interoperable, and we both execute projects that can leverage the Allotrope technology. We're inviting Allotrope Foundation to our nascent instrument and equipment ontology meetings. And we'll also invite Allotrope Foundation to our Lab 2030 roundtables. We want to make sure that we're sharing experiences and best practices and really learning from each other around the sustainability of those ontologies. And we'll make sure that we're seeking to participate in key events in each community, such as key conferences to share progress and brainstorm ideas for future collaborations. If you have questions, you can reach out to myself or Christian. If you have ideas, you can reach out to us as well. You can speak to Vinny Antonucci and also Janet Cheetham, who are at your meeting, who we've been speaking with ourselves. But for now, thank you for the invitation, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you.